Okay, welcome back to this cool new music. I mean, I never would have got. I would never would have allowed myself to get. All right, I would have got my hopes up, but I wouldn't have allowed myself to get as far as they were, like to the point where you're talking about, like, hey, what are you gonna do when you get out? I mean, that's kind of silly. You're in such a dire situation. I mean, I don't think you should be that sure that you're gonna get out. You should be rushing to the top and doing everything you can to do it. But. Go. Or what else does it do? What? Oh shit. Whoa, what is this? What is this? I've never look at that. Mishima? Kataro? Okay, so I have a theory, but I gotta see what's happening here to... Okay, so theory amendment. So they talked about that last game last time. But my theory on that, the man that she was closest aligned to, that was in the first game, going on this theory that all of us were there, and now the ones that died are the copies of him. So was the guy we were the closest to. And so, if you're completely lost, by the way, this is my theory from the last video. So I think So was the one we were closest to. He died. Mishima was still alive. Kataro was still alive. And that was a memory from that. Even though we're dead, but like they've said before, they could even put the dead's memories inside the AIs. They just can't. It was when they put the memory of their death that it screwed up the Mishima AI. Okay. Yeah, when I first played this, I had absolutely no big theories early. I needed the second playthrough to get any. And I also forgot about all this stuff because yeah. Oh, so yeah, we have Kataro's tablet, but we can't use it. Okay, that explains it. The person, so that'd be Kataro. Oh, did they even say this last time? If the sacrifice is in the tie, the sacrifice wins. If the key masters in the tie, all perish. Wow. What is this? What is on her head? It's like a melted crown. Huh. So I won't comment on that because I actually don't remember it super well, but my theory may be subconsciously based on what I remember, so. Wallet. What wallet? Oh, your money being stolen? That's probably maybe what it is. Yeah, because you don't know where your coins are. Wouldn't that be crazy if Katara didn't know it was wrong? But I think they would have given him time to wake up and read his tablet. Alright, so it's 10 people here. And us and Mishima. Okay, so yeah, there were 12. save in there. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It ended up being the perfect scenario, which they kind of had to do, but I mean, there could always be lying, I guess, but it'd be kind of easy to figure out who the sacrifice was, because if somebody had the sacrifice and then they traded it to somebody, and then the game ended, they would just say who they traded it to. But we don't know who traded with us, so. Why? Oh, because maybe then you gotta purposely vote on a villager or something, or counter. Would escape. Yeah. Yeah, you can't believe that. Come on. Are you that gullible, Rico? If he's a sacrifice, unless he's not trying to win, that's the last thing he wants to say, because then he loses. He dies. Huh. Jesus. See, if KG also, if he's the mastermind and it's like he was in the first game, or even if he wasn't the mastermind, if he was in the first game and it was like this, that would explain. Like he knows extra info on all of us, so he knows maybe extra info about someone kinda that we don't know. Jeez. minigames aren't a bad way to like break up all the reading. But I think this whoever created this game is like a genius. I think he's amazing. I think he needs to create another series. But I'm guessing that's probably something that would go. I think it would be changed up a little bit. There's a little too much like clicking mini games. I don't think really add too much to the game. But some of them are fun. Like that. I think the Russian roulette one was great. I think some of the other ones were really good. But who knows? I mean, maybe that throwing in a little bit of clicking actually, because it's like switching it up in your mind, it feels like a little fresher, and maybe that's why this game like never to me gets boring at all. You know, maybe that's a part of it. We know how to play the game by now. Do they think some people have not played the first one? That'd be crazy. We'll just play chapter 2. I would guess maybe they get to see all that info that we saw before we did. Like with our mother's name, I think was the password and stuff like that. Our father's name for the first one. Wow. Who died the first time? So okay, Joe died. Alright, so you know I'm talking about. We have 16 people on these papers. Joe died in the first game. Like maybe also like Kana. Maybe the 4 that we don't have are the ones that died really early on last time. Like Kana, Joe, So, Kai. Did we see Kai? We haven't seen Kai. Kai could be a new addition because of the way he was working with them. Maybe. Oh, and maybe. So there's that mystery person that we found on the laptop that they look kind of like So, and that everyone recognized him kind of. He must have been in the first game. Maybe he was the original planner of it. So I don't know. Oh yeah, versus. That's not hacking. Yes. I think. Alright, I'm just looking at my keyboard really closely. I don't see any dirt anywhere. I don't know how well it works. No? So lied. Are you surprised? It sounds funny that you think, oh my god, how is it so possible you ever lie to us? Actually, I would find it stranger if it was the way you thought. It's so it's like, hey, there's this really important information in here. Let's all share it before I get to look at it myself. Because he expressed last time we saw he was really suspicious of us, so. I wonder if. So was So also in the last main game, and he remembers? But the weird thing is that Keiichi said it happens like so long ago, but at least he made it sound that way. I thought he maybe even solved like 50 years ago. Are we all copies? Are we all robots? Ah. I'll probably have to go back and look at that sometime too. That's the next thing to go back and look at. That conversation about the original main game. Because if it was like 5 years ago, that completely changes things, and then people could have been in it. And still be human. Yeah, exactly. He wanted to be friends. He was awakened to goodness. Why are... Oh, I guess that's why he's the one that flipped out earlier. But still, why are people so trusting of So after the original game? I don't get it. Or not the original game, the first main game. It's just between us. Oh yeah, so we also have the point. We saw a video of Kataro going around placing the cards places, including the sacrifice cards, so... Oh yeah, there is. Okay, so I do have evidence of that. Poor Kana. mean those puppets? I was like, what? We should admit our whole sacrifice situation. Now that we don't have it. It was also super obvious when Sarah ran off that she was a sacrifice. Like, it was the most obvious thing in the entire world. Like, they're looking at the laptop, she looks at it, or at her laptop, she freaks out, she runs off to her bedroom, I mean. It's kind of creepy. Oh, how the hell do you know about that? I was gonna actually use this on Kataro. I thought that was the answer until he said that. Well, Kataro, obviously. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we don't want... I guess strategy-wise, you kind of don't want to reveal that you're not the sacrifice anymore. Like, people are already worried you're a sacrifice. That would mean they don't want to vote on you. Oh. Excuse me. KG, yeah. Which one? Me know. Yeah, we saw that. Oh god, that was the one that also made us sound suspicious. So again, Jin is finding evidence that we're suspicious. Oh, poor Jin. Laughing? Wow. Yeah. Please. So I haven't actually watched any other Let's Plays of this or anything. Oh, I mean, I've watched like the tiniest little bit, like the very beginning of another one, but I just like randomly like looked at one the other day, and I was amazed at like a lot of the comments were like, I mean, it seemed like it was mostly women, but they were like in love with this character. It was like ridiculous to me. I don't know. To me, I think he's so shady and so creepy at times. Like, what's this expression? I don't know. He's just like weird and creepy to me. And it's like, I mean, maybe it's because he constantly hits on the main character and like they think that's attractive or something, but I don't know. He just creeps me out. Alright. Wait, I'm supposed to say what's not true, right? How do you know this? Maybe he does, but... Oh, see, this is interesting. The fact that he used to have black hair, that kind of puts a crimp in my theory. Huh? Maybe not, though, because I think, like, my theory was he was still a police officer at that time, so he could have died at first. Because he talked about that shooting he had. I don't think that was the first trial. He could have dyed his hair after the shooting, and then they did that. I was looking at the last name, but that's not going to be relevant because we've seen it before. So then you kill her and laugh maniacally during it? There's stuff missing here. Finally, Jesus. It's so cute. That is horrible reasoning. What? If they have a lot of tokens, which we also don't know if you gave them to sow, but if they have a lot of tokens, then they would never be the sacrifice. That means you want them in. You're trying to avoid the sacrifice. You're not trying to get the sacrifice. That makes no sense. Wait. Did I think that backwards? Maybe I did. Yeah, no. I was right. KG doesn't make any sense. Now it actually makes sense. The people you want to leave out people that don't have tokens because they could be the sacrifice. They wouldn't have been able to trade it away. You really believe that? Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible for him to do a double bluff or something like that, but come on. Wow, what the fuck is going on? Sorry, that's my apartment hallway. Alright. Oh, that is a change for you. Wow. Alright, let's do this part first before I end it. So? Okay, alright, I understand your reasoning better now. Just to get his token info, or his trade info. Aww. She's cute too. Wait, us above So though, even though she seems to be working with him so often. You said the opposite last time though. No, that's what he would say, because he's a creeper. Oh, when I ran off. Yeah, that was so obvious. Good reasoning. Bad reasoning. No. Then why would he say he's a sacrifice? That's true. Exactly. She is much better at reasoning than she lets on, because she's been so emotional and all that, and all the freaking out with Mishima's head and all that stuff, attacking Kai. But her reasoning actually is shown to be really on point. Like, even figuring out the Mishima AI and going to So and the hacking plan, I mean, that was brilliant. It's not something you expected from now, from what we had seen of her before that. But what bastard would give Jin the sacrifice card? Jesus Christ. He's so cute. Okay. So what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Oh. Has he seen his card? Do. What? Wait, you just said that we had a trade that you didn't know about. How are you assuming that I'm the sacrifice? Yes, you should make use of this so you're not in the final four. That's actually a pretty smart way to play it. Although I guess a downside of that is, like, it's a good way selfishly to play it, but it increases the odds that we put the sacrifice in the final four and then end up losing. Or put the Keymaster in the final four and end up losing. Like, we kind of want to be in the final four and then just not get them to vote us off. That's actually the best way to play it. And considering it's a game, we'll be able to succeed in them and not getting them to vote for us off, most likely, unless it's going to have a twist and we're going to switch characters. So explain. No, I already thought that, but I thought it's a step ahead of that. Whew. Okay, so Cage is a candidate for me. Oh, not but so. It's Cage or Katara at this point. Oh, but Katara could be the Keymaster. But then again, that's not a bad thing, getting Katara in there. If he's the Keymaster, as long as you don't get the Sage in there. And then the Sage can say, hey, Katara's the Keymaster, don't vote for him. And then you're just narrowing it down. Well, I guess you're narrowing it down in a bad way, because you're limiting your options. Yeah, I guess you don't want him with them in the final vote. Best vote is Keiji. One? He just admitted he killed someone. Oh, okay, I thought that was all of the total. Yeah, it makes sense they don't let you change this as well. Because if you can, then... Oh, also everybody had two. To make it harder to know who the sacrifice is. Man, you don't look so good, girl. Jesus Christ. Interesting they were not in the Final Four. I didn't remember that. So that, I mean, the stakes are still there. But, I mean, honestly, I kind of like that because it's like, it's a fake stake. Because you kind of know you're not going to be voted off, you know? In this type of game, so therefore it's like there's no drama there, and it just lowers the amount of possibilities of who's gonna be voted off. So Alright. That was cool. Now it's time to end this video. Next time we will go on to the main event.